Afternoon tea has become a beloved British tradition, with hotels, tearooms, and restaurants across the country offering delicious handmade sandwiches, scones and cakes accompanied with fizzing champagne and free-flowing tea. But while many of us may frequently partake in the quintessential English custom, not many will be privy of all the rules and protocols you must follow if you were to dine in the company of a member of the royal family. However, Grant Harrold, who worked as King Charles's butler from 2004 to 2011 when he was the Prince of Wales, has revealed the etiquette rules that should be adopted. The former butler, who also looked after Prince William and Kate during his time at Highgrove in Gloucestershire, takes us through step by step just how to act like a royal for the day and what habits you definitely want to avoid. Get the latest royal news straight to your phone by joining our WhatsApp community. Though the popular daytime treat is believed to date back centuries, it is actually a relatively new tradition. It was not until the mid-19th century that the concept of afternoon tea first emerged. In the year 1840, Anna, the 7th Duchess of Bedford, was growing weary of having to wait such a long time between lunch and dinner, as her evening meal was typically served at 8 p.m. As a result, she asked that a tray of tea, bread, and butter and cake be brought to her room during the late afternoon. This soon became part of her routine, and she started popularizing it by inviting friends and family to join her. The custom was then rapidly adopted by the upper class and society women, who delighted in enjoying afternoon tea in the drawing room between 4 and 5 o'clock. The addition of champagne wasn't added until much later, Mr. Harrold said, and was used as a marketing technique from hotels and restaurants to attract guests. When arriving for afternoon tea, you should politely knock on the door and wait to be asked to enter the room. Once you've been invited in, you should gently open the door while holding your left hand on the door handle. To avoid being rude, you should then quickly spin around to the other side of the door and place your right hand on the door handle on the other side. This then allows you to slowly close the door without allowing it to slam. This entrance should be seamless and limits any disruption, while also minimizing time spent with your back directed towards guests. But Mr. Harrold said the days of ensuring your back is never turned towards a royal are over, due to health and safety. However, he said if you want to reduce your chances of having your back turned, the best way is to sidestep away from them. Greeting a gentleman is always done by a nod of the head, Mr. Harrold said. But to greet a lady, it is custom to courtesy. However, this is a lot simpler than it might seem. There is no specific leg that must be led on, it is a matter of personal preference. The former butler said the Princess of Wales often switches up between the left and right foot. Explaining how to do it, Mr. Harrold said, whatever leg is the strongest or the most comfortable. For example, I will do my right behind the left, a little bob, and then back up. It's as simple as that. He also said that old etiquette rules of not being able to look at a royal have gone out the window, and this is now permitted. Mr. Harrold said there is a science to the handshake, as he detailed exactly how to take hands with a royal. When extending your right hand, the royal family member will meet it by joining palms. He said it is essential not to grip too tightly or too limply, as the latter makes it appear that you are uninterested. You have to get a middle ground, he said. He said the late Queen Elizabeth I had a very specific way of shaking hands. She would take the person's hand and effectively clasp the fingers in her palm. The former butler added that she also had a unique style when holding an audience with someone. She would take